welcome to another episode of Sit and Spin with Joe, and me, your host, Joe Royal. And today on the show, finally getting around to that record I hinted at a couple weeks ago, because it's finally out now. And that would be the latest release from Death Cab for Cutie and their new album, Kintsugi. Death Cab, if you are unfamiliar with them, aside from being the OC Seth Cohen's favorite band, are an indie rock outfit formed out of the Washington State area back in 1997. They originally started out as a solo project from Ben Gibbard, who was the band's main songwriter, vocalist, guitar player, and piano player, before he decided he wanted to get, a whole band together to really fill out the band's sound. They've had some different members over the years, but currently consist of longtime bassist Nick Harmer, drummer Jason McGurr, and Chris Walla, who up until this point has been the band's guitarist and producer. He's produced all their records until this one. He plays on Kintsugi, but departed after its completion because he wanted to kind of get more into the production side of things. The band first started out on Barsook Records, releasing their first 4 albums on that label, before signing to major label Atlantic Records in 2004, and since then they've had 3 top 5 albums, including their last, which was 2011's Codes and Keys. As I mentioned before, it's the first album not produced by Chris Walla. This time out, the band went with noted producer Rich Costey, who has worked with bands like Muse and Interpol, who brought some different styles to the band. We'll get to that a little bit later on, but Kintsugi! You have to say it like that. It's Japanese. You want to put like that proper accent on it, even if it may not be the right pronunciation, but it takes its name from a Japanese technique wherein gold is added to the glue used to patch the cracks and pottery. So instead of trying to hide the fact that something was broken, you kind of accentuate the cracks in it by adding the gold in there, and it just kind of, shows the life of what the object has been through. Somewhat aptly titled is the name suggested to the band by bassist Nick Harmer, and everybody thought it was kind of fitting in a way or not, so they kind of went with it. Kintsugi! Just have to say it like that. The band actually began working on this album back in 2013, and because, Walla opted out as producer and stuff, there was a long delay in it actually getting released. As such, it features a range of different styles, from light and upbeat, kind of like the song you're hearing right now, The Ghost of Beverly Drive, to darker and more melancholic, and that's kind of just generally been what's Death Cab's been known for, and Ben Gibbard is perfectly happy with that. He says, I fully appreciate being the soundtrack to life's more melancholic moments. If people are feeling alone and our music helps us get them through that, I'm all for it, as am I. Sounds good. But even despite all that, the record never feels disjointed, even though it was recorded over a long period of time. It is full of Ben Gibbard's honest and excellent songwriting and lyrics. A little bit of it colored by his divorce in 2012 from actress Zooey Deschanel. I'm not going to tell you which songs, leave it to yourself to pick them out. But otherwise, it's great. On the upbeat side of things, along with this tune you're hearing right now, there's the album's opening track, No Room in the Frame. Hold it together, Joe. And for the darker, more melancholic stuff, great tracks like Black Sun, which was the first song released off the album back in January, definitely pointed to great things towards this record for me. And probably the next track, which you're going to get a little bit of, and one of my absolute favorites off the album, is a song called Little Wanderer. And both those tracks sounded very much musically a little bit like The Cure, particularly Little Wanderer. It almost sounds like it could be something that came off of a Disintegration, which, listen, it's The Cure, in a good way. And along with Death Cab albums, you'll always get some more acoustic accentuated numbers, tracks like You've Haunted Me All My Life and Hold No Guns, which is very stark. It's just Ben and an acoustic guitar, which is really cool. And as far as some of those different sounds that Rich Costey brings into the band, tracks like Good Help Is So Hard to Find, which also has great lyrics. It's a jaunty, almost dancey-like number, but juxtaposed with a real twangy guitar solo. And overall, the record is just full of great moments like that. I gotta be honest, the first few listens, I was kind of like, I didn't know how I felt about the album. I wasn't disappointed in it. It just took a little while to work its magic on me. And now, the more I listen to it, the more I'm really, really, really liking it. But Kintsugi from Death Cab for Cutie, their latest album's out now, finally. Go out in stores and pick it up. And that's the show for this week. I'm not sure what it's going to be next week. There's been a lot of good stuff that's out there coming out, so something. Actually, I know what it is, but you'll have to wait till next week to find out. Tune in then to find out. Hey, I want to give a special shout-out thanks to the Riff Mistress, a.k.a. Truck Driver Shelley, the wife of Truck Driver Sean, over at the Riff of the Day for giving out, I might be backwards, these fine picks that she sent out to all of us Riff of the Day guys, made by Gravity Picks You can get picks from them, look up their website. But these are special Riff of the Day picks. Their Gravity Razor is pretty cool. It's a clear pick, really super heavy and chunky. It's a serious pick, man. So thanks, Riff Mistress. Hopefully you are checking out all the guys over at the Riff of the Day, including me ever so occasionally, as well as my good friend Scott over at Righteous Vinyl. He and I are going to a record show tonight. Wicked excited. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get this done in time. It's been a super busy week as usual, but hopefully the show will be up. You'll be watching it while we're shopping for records. That's all for this week. Hopefully we'll catch you next week and see you then next time on Sit and Spin. Later.